Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel English by Nisa. So in today's video we are going to discuss diphthongs. In previous video I have explained you monophthongs, and also I have explained you that what is linguistic and what are phonemic sounds. We have 44 phonemic sounds out of these 26 letters. As we all know that in English alphabet we have 26 letters, that 26 letters divided into 5 vowels and 21 consonant. These 5 vowels divided into 20 sounds, and 21 consonant divided into 24 sounds. Now these 5 vowels produce 20 sound, which are monophthongs, and 8 are dipthongs. This 12 monophthongs divided into 7 short vowel and 5 long vowel, and 8 are diphthongs. This monophthongs video I have already explained. You can watch that video. The link I am providing under the description box of this video. Now today we are going to discuss diphthongs. As I have explained you monophthongs, it is a Greek word which means single sound, single vowel sound. In the same way we have diphthong. Diphthong is also a Greek word which means double. We have diphthong here. So di means double, so we have double vowel sound. In monophthongs we had single vowel sound, but in diphthong we have double vowel sound. So before seeing the example of these all diphthongs, let's see the difference between monophthongs and diphthongs. So here in the monophthongs we have learned that these monophthongs have single vowel sound. You can see the single letters we have here. Each sound produce a single sound, and also it has a single letter. But here in diphthongs we have double vowel sound. We have double letter here. So this double letter produces sound here. That's why it's called diphthongs, double vowel sound. So as you can see here on the screen, we have these 8 diphthongs, double vowel sound. So how we have to pronounce this, let's see in detail each one. So we have the first sound, this is I sound. Here you have to remember the symbol. It's very necessary for you to remember the symbol. This like a like symbol, and this is the I. We have to pronounce is together I, double vowel sound. This is a diphthong. So what sound it produces? It produces sound like high, I sound. And in Y, sky, my, I sound is coming. So this is the diphthong sound which produce I sound like in kind, die, tie, and buy. So here we are not concerning about the spelling but the sound. You have to see the sound based on the pronunciation. You have to choose your diphthongs. Now let's move to another diphthongs. This second diphthong sound produce a sound like E and I together, which produce a sound here like in pain. A sound is coming, and in say, day, pay, gain. A sound is coming. That all are diphthongs which produce a sound. Let's move to another example of this diphthong. We have total 8 diphthongs. The third one is here which produces sound like O, as in no, and coat. O sound is coming. O, snow, and in boat. O sound is coming. Row and go. So this inverted E and that U like symbol which produce O sound here. O sound. This symbol produce I sound like in my. This produce A sound like in pain and say, way. And this sound produce O sound. Now let's see this one which produce a ow sound. Here you have to remember the symbol. Here like inverted E is there which produce O sound along with U. But here A along with U produce ow sound. For example, you can see here like in now, ow sound, mouth, how, ow sound is coming. As in south, wow, and out. So this ow sound, remember the symbol and sound. See another diphthongs. Here you can get like this symbol or like this phonemic transcription. Both are same. So what sound it produce? It produces sound like air, like in there, pair, hair, fair. We are not concerning about the spelling but the pronunciation. We are concerning about the sound here. So wherever you are getting a air sound, that like example, a perfect example, that air here. So wherever you are getting the air sound, that is your this symbol, bear. where, and dare. Now we have another diphthong like I and inverted E, which produce a sound like ear, which is a perfect example this for this sound, ear, near. So wherever you are getting a sound like ear, near, here, ear sound, that is this symbol. Like in fear, peer, bear. Now another diphthongs, we have this inverted C and I, which produce oi sound, like in oil, boy, toy, coil, and point, oi sound. So here we are concerning about the sound. Remember the sound. This produce oi sound. This oi. Now this is the last diphthongs. Here we have U and inverted E, which produce a sound or, like in sure, tour, and poor. So these all are 8 diphthongs. You have to remember the symbol and the sound associated with it. Like A and I is there, so it's produce a sound like I, like in tie and die. And E and I produce a sound A, like in way and clay. And E and U produce a sound O, whereas this A and U produce a sound ow. And in this E and this inverted E with two dots produce a sound air. And this produces sound like ear, E, I and E, ear. And this produces sound like oi. And the last one produce like or, tour. Now here diphthongs, I have given here all the symbols together and the examples also. You can pause the video and take a screenshot for your further reference. This E and I produce days A sound here, like in baby, make, take, ape, late, cake, wait, and all this. And this produce I sound, oi sound. This produce O sound. This produce ow sound. Here you have to see the difference between this. In inverted E and U produce O sound like in no, but A and U symbol produce a sound like ow sound, ow, like in now. And this I and E produce a sound like ear. And this E and inverted E produce a sound like air, like in care, share, spare. And this make a sound like tour, poor, and sure. So this is all for today's video, all diphthongs. I hope it would be helpful for you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.